Well, what a sight this is, a beautiful evening, and the promise of a match that will really get the juices flowing. I'm your commentator, Peter Drury, and providing his unique brand of expert analysis, here's Jim Beglin.
Thanks for that, Peter. Hi, everyone. The excitement has really picked up now, and I'm eager for the action to start.
The San Siro for nigh on a century, Milan's power base, the ultimate status symbol of their glorious history. So it's down to business here. And the list of names suggests that what we have in front of us here, Jim, is a 3-5-2 formation.
Well, the beauty of this system, Peter, is that you can offer both a back five and a front two, having sufficient strength at either end of the team where you need it. Equally...
Tries a shot! Superb from Hullet!
As openings go, this is up there. Another magnificent finish from Mr. Magnificent. This could be good, very good. Well, a 1-2 is easier to pull off than most dribbles, and I think we've just seen the proof.
Brazil are already chasing the game. They didn't envisage that. Lovely, now takes a shot! Oh, taken with style! And the lead lost no time at all.
Yeah, since going a goal down, they've dug in to produce a really fine spell, which for me deserved that equaliser.
And a trademark move ends with the inevitable classy finish.
Just when they thought they may be in at one end, they end up shipping a goal at the other, and it's all due to wonderful counter-attacking. They hardly had time to even react, and there's only one word to describe that: clinical.
That has certainly made things interesting.
Well, they just couldn't have responded any better, Peter. Yeah, there's the old cliche about how teams can lose focus after scoring, but you still have to take your chances. Brilliant.
And that's been intercepted.
That was well played, well stopped.
Hullet, and it's Seedorf. Ronaldinho. Big chance! That carried quite a threat.
Well, height could make all the difference on these set pieces.
That has been knocked clear. Shoots! Goal! Brazil! And the game is well and truly turned on its head. It was a great finish. He put it away with great poise, dead-eye accuracy.
Just way too good, Peter. The keeper was never going to stop it.
Brazil go into the lead.
Well, it's been an absolutely fabulous spell for them, and they're starting to look unstoppable. There could be more on the way.
And here's the chance to counter. Seedorf can see things others simply cannot. And that's put paid to a promising move. Searching pass he's played there. Floated through. Well, that had the makings of something quite promising, but it's fizzled out into nothing. Still very early doors, but it is a closely contested affair. Well, the boss won't be happy about that at all. They were pedestrian in possession and carried almost no threat at all. Bergomi calmly anticipates. Vieira. Pass is coming off in quick succession here. That has been cut short. Messi! It's hit the upright. Oh, so close to what would have been a memorable goal.
Hullet can really show some outlandish skills, which is always welcome and obviously refreshing.
He's on it, can he get away? Now it's Hullet. Now then, the ball's come loose. And now they can spring out of defence. No, he's not getting past him there. Messi. Oh, facing up to his adversary. This is a formidable matchup. Oh, good read. And he's forced to go back. And that's very disappointing, it has to be said. Hullet. Seedorf. Delivered across. De Jong cuts it out. Ferdinand. And it's Ronaldinho. Oh, there's a probing ball. And this is Ronaldo. Roberto Carlos. Roberto Carlos just loves to go forward whenever he can. And this is Hullet. He's shifting through the gears. And the shot! He's missed, but not by that far.
Yeah, it's good movement, though. A bit unlucky he couldn't actually steer it goalwards.
Ronaldinho. Roberto Carlos is one whose deliveries we all know about. And that's gone behind for a goal kick. Great vision. Good ball over the top. He rises! That's a half-decent try.
Yeah, I think he's going to be a bit disappointed with that, Peter. You would have fancied him to at least hit the target.
Seedorf. Yaya Toure is one of those players who's known for reading the game better than anyone. Oh, the ball's come loose here. Looking for the run. In he goes again! Great build-up. It all deserved a better ending.
Oh, it's very good running, that. You're always going to have chances with that kind of movement.
Corner number 2 then. And he gets rid in a hurry. It's an early cross. He's got... Ronaldo gets flagged offside. And it's Hullet. Rooney. Oh, this is a very good run. Well timed, excellent interception. Now it's Rooney.
Might want to be careful there.
James. And that'll be the final action of the first half. Brazil come roaring back in quite some style. We've got a very different game now. So we reach the halfway point.
Well, give me a moment to get my breath back. What a super half of football. Incident-packed, goals, comebacks, and the match being turned on its head. Which way it's going to go from here, it's anyone's guess.
Brazil are leading by 1 in a finely poised game. It's 2-1 at half-time. And hostilities have resumed at the start of the second half. Roberto Carlos. Big header! Firm header, just off target.
That's a great attempt, although he clearly feels he should have done better with it.
Oh no, no circumventing this opponent. Rafael Varane. Oh, what a mistake! And this is Rooney. Oh, he's seen that early, used a certain sixth sense. Danger averted for now. Well, we expected better, and so did he. And no, that is pretty much the end of that. Messi. Neither of these two want to come off second best. And this is Nedved. And the shot! And it's in! They've done it again! It is incredible!
Oh, what a fabulous game this is. It just keeps getting better and better.
Perfect placement, the one place the keeper couldn't reach.
He had the whole picture in his head, Peter. He didn't...
Can he finish? And it's hoisted clear. And that's definitely not his best.
Brazil really just need to be careful for the next 10 minutes or so, deal with the pressure and come again.
And it's Gullit. Seedorf. Lovely puck. And Gullit! Goal! Brazil! And they've got their lead back. Oh, beautifully dispatched. There was no reaching that.
Well, Peter, I think the keeper knew straight away he was never going to get to it.
And now he has two.
Sostituzione per il Milan. Numero 8.
So, time for changes on both sides, actually.
Lasciano il campo.
Brazil get themselves into the lead.
Eto'o, il numero 4. Bale. Attenzione.
Brazil perhaps contemplating their next change here.
Di 80.314 spettatori.
And here's Eto'o. And it's Nedved. Nedved going face-to-face with his great rival. Closing in on goal. Yeah, he's fouled him there.
Well, it was deliberate, it was cynical, and you have to understand the frustration of being denied a clear opportunity, but it had to be done.
Sostituzione per il Milan. Numero
Messi
11.
is behind this one. And this an opportunity to pull level.
Numero 5. Attenzione, un cambio.
Goes for a shot! Goal! They're level in a trice!
Well, if ever you want to see a lesson in responding to a deficit, that's it. Their heads didn't drop, and now their chins are up.
Another moment of magic, a real wow moment.
Oh, what a finish. I mean, an instinctive finish at that, and he probably didn't even have time to think about it too much.
Well, it's an inspired substitution. Terrific move by the boss.
I think the manager's claiming an assist here.
This is quite a battle.
Well, I think the players will be buoyed by the fact that they've managed to level things in a hurry. Tails most definitely up now.
And they're not going to make any further progress now. Ibrahimovic, spread out to the left. But it is clear to see that he is not at all happy with that.
Well, the pass wasn't good enough, and he knows it.
And it's Nedved. Nedved. A noticeable change in the approach to defending here. Much more in your face.
Yeah, better communication and lots of contact seems to be the route to quietening him down now. Yeah, he may feign to shoot and just play it into the box.
Nedved. Now it's Ibrahimovic. Well, that's been cut out, well played.
They've got to be quick moving this forward.
Bale will not want to lose out here, not against this opponent. He knew what was coming, that's a yellow card.
Well, Peter, when you're up against a speedster, you've got to get to him early and not let him get into his stride, and they're just not doing that.
De Jong. Nedved, someone who can always claim to be the most immaculate finisher. Into the last quarter of an hour. De Jong aims beyond the defence. Oh, good take and a good... Eto'o! goal at his mercy, and somehow he's missed it.
Eto'o fully appreciates that he could have won it then.
Oh no, this does not... Shapes to shoot! Goal, Milan! And the comeback is complete! And it has to be said, an absolute gift.
Oh, how can they be so careless, Peter? It's too casual. They were never going to get away with that kind of sloppiness.
So we have a breakthrough. Now how will things develop from here?
Look, he's the one everyone expects to put the ball in the net. That's what he's paid to do.
Chance here to counter. Vieira makes the interception.
Well, there's plenty to like about this approach. Get your head down, keep battling away, and eventually things might change for you.
Bergomi with the clearance. Mateus.
Brazil really can only do one thing now, Peter. Get the ball up front, make sure it sticks, and sustain some pressure.
He steps in, and that's the end of that. He is through here! Oh, good determined running there, but one back by the defence.
Well, he's not the type that's short on self-belief, so that could rub off on his teammates now.
Ci saranno 5 minuti di recupero.
Well, that is not the best ball, and he offers an apologetic look.
His teammates are really annoyed with that, you know, and they have every right to be.
Nedved. Oh, he's felt that, hasn't he? Bale, a player so deservedly decorated with praise and glory. Roberto Carlos. Brazil looking to pass their way through. Just seeing the board now, it's going to be 5 extra minutes. Oh, they can break here. Well, that looks a decent ball. Oh, super ball! And the cutback. And that is as far as it goes. Brazil illustrating perfectly the fickle nature of football. Everything looked so good for them to start with, but as we have seen so many times, they ended up with nothing. Any reflections on what you've seen, Jim?
Brazil absolutely shocking here. Shockingly porous down the middle, which was painfully exploited, and that's left plenty for the manager to think about. A painful reminder of where standards really need to be.
Many thanks to Jim, and with that, it is a very good night to you. Hello and welcome one and all. The atmosphere building very nicely here. Gorgeous, gorgeous evening. The skies are clear, the noise is fervent, the atmosphere frenetic. This is Peter Drury, and next to me providing insights will be Jim Beglin.
Glad to be here, Peter, and I'm ready to rumble.
The San Siro for nigh on a century, Milan's power base, the ultimate status symbol of their glorious history. We have already started here. Oh, the movement is slick, the speed is slippery. The defence, though, able to hold on this time. And Gullit! It's loose, and there's a race. Oh no, what has happened here? Ronaldinho, up he goes! Against the crossbar. Firm header, just off target.
That's a really decent chance.
Seedorf does really well there, he is strong. And it's Gullit. Looking to go deep. Oh, what a climb! And he's done it!
Well, talk about a real rude awakening. It's almost as if the defence saw nothing coming. They just didn't anticipate. On heels rather than toes.
It was a great header. The invitation was irresistible and the finish unerring.
Yeah, it all came from some really smart movement, Peter. Did the defence let themselves down by not picking him up? I think the boss won't be amused.
Milan finding themselves unexpectedly behind. Cleared without hesitation. Quality ball. Now it's Gullit. Ferdinand did just about enough to come out on top there. Neither party overly willing to compromise. Bale. So just the one early goal to report so far. 1-0 the score. James is in a really good position out wide. Yeah.
Just as I thought, Peter, it looks like this is a side that's setting themselves up for a counter-attack.
Yeah, stand by for the early ball, the big one over the top.
Yeah, and those that are up top, Peter, have to be willing to chase. And of course, those in midfield have to be ready now to recycle.
And they have got just the right players for that. Messi, a player so deservedly decorated with praise and glory. Ronaldinho, and it's Gullit. And this is Ronaldo. Oh, that's delightful. Just eases him off the ball. Delivers with whip.
Oh, that was one big no-no when you've got a queue formed in the box.
Bale, who needs just a moment to score a goal. Bergomi. It's Gullit. Challenged just a bit on the firm side. Seedorf. Vieira. Luis Suarez! Loose ball now, and there's a chase on to retrieve it. Messi. Oh, now here's an interesting matchup. Chance! Just not quite happening for him just now.
They're just unrelenting, Peter. Wave after wave of attacks. Now it's just a matter of making at least one of them count.
Yaya Toure. Looking for options for movement. And he was alert to it. Can he get it through? Shoots! goal. He's got himself an absolute peach. They have grabbed themselves an equaliser.
Well, you have to credit the desire there. These boys knew they were in a battle, and they did exactly what was needed to get back into it. That's going to make the boss just a little happy now. Well, I don't want to be overly harsh on the defensive side of things here, Peter, but the build-up was so slick and executed with such quality, it made life just that bit too difficult for them.
Milan grabbed the equaliser, and we're all square.
Well, this is to be expected, Peter. When you've got two strong teams of fairly equal standing, the outcome should all come down to finishing.
Oh, that's a key interception. James is looking to influence the game from out wide. Now, can they get him away? Hangs one in. Ferdinand getting this one clear.
Ci sarà un minuto di recupero.
Now it's Hullet. Now it's Bale. Can he stop it going out? And the first half is done. So it's all squared. Neither side has been able to make a telling difference, but it hasn't been for the lack of trying. That's been a decent 45 minutes. Competitive, certainly, and a goal each.
Ricordiamo a tutti i tifosi che è possibile consumare alcolici solo nelle apposite aree. Grazie.
There's the whistle then to start the second half. Aimed beyond the defence. Takes aim, he rises! Firm header, just off target.
And he did so well to get himself there. What a good effort.
Nedved. Now it's Cristiano Ronaldo. Chips it through. Now he's off and running. Ferdinand kept aware, and it is reclaimed easily. Bergomi. Deftly away.
They want to be quick here. It's breakaway time.
And he was quick to react. Tries to play it through. Great vision. Brazil needed that. They really needed it.
Oh, that's brilliantly defended, though. It looked destined for a goal.
Bale. And the shot! Goal! Milan! And the game is well and truly turned on its head.
Well, a 1-2 is easier to pull off than most dribbles, and I think we've just seen the proof.
Attenzione, una sostituzione.
Time then for the first substitution of the game. Milan take the lead.
Listen, when it comes to goals, Peter, in this team, he's always the #1 contender, and he's done it again.
Still they trail, and time is ticking away. Nedved.
L'affluenza di quest'oggi è
And
di
here's Ibrahimovic.
80.113 spettatori.
That's exactly what they need to keep doing. Carry on plugging away, and eventually you might just get that little break.
Well, they're looking a whole lot more urgent now.
Well, the question now is whether they can sustain it.
Well read, nice interception. Bale. Brazil perhaps wondering what the best time is for their next substitution. Messi. That has been cut short. And it's Ibrahimovic. Oh, that's a foul in a dangerous area. Bergomi has been booked, just to confirm, for that earlier incident.
Well, when the ref tells you you're going to get booked next time, you should listen.
And this is Adriano! And that is wildly off target.
I just wonder what was on his mind there. Should have put his foot right through it.
Thuram. Messi. Nedved. Oh, it's a promising build-up, this. Plenty of really nice passing. Pullet. Can he get on the end of this? And this is Luis Suarez. Lovely feet. Mateus wins the duel this time. It's Bale! It's run loose. Who's going to get there?
Well, he certainly wasn't in the mood to take any risks.
Engages and forces him off the ball. Tries to pass it through. Nedved. Vieira. Into the last quarter of an hour. That is good pressure, just hounded him off it. Now looking to orchestrate a counter. And that's been intercepted.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
Passing is crisp and sharp. Adriano. Adriano! Well, now it's a race for the ball. Lofted in. Luis Suarez.
Keep calm and carry on. That's the job in a nutshell now.
Oh, it's a foul. It could be a penalty. And that is a huge moment in the context of the game.
Sostituzione per il Milan. Numero 4. Bale. Viene sostituito con il numero 9. Ibrahimovic.
Brazil with this to equalise. And he scores! Back in business! Not much more than a formality.
I just think the keeper committed himself too early.
sostituzione per il Milan. Numero 11, Luis Suarez.
Milan making another change here. So all square and not for the first time.
Brazil really can sense it now. This game is theirs to win. They just need to step it up and force the issue.
Ferdinand. Bellingham. Eto'o. And the shot! Oh, that's incredible! Late in the day, this could well be it! Another moment of magic, a real wow moment.
And how easy did he make that look? That is supreme.
And it didn't take him long. Just sitting on the bench and waiting moments ago, already he has scored.
I think the manager's claiming an assist here.
Milan take the lead. Now it's just a question of holding on.
There's still a bit left in it, Peter, but they should find the necessary to avoid a slip-up now.
Time added on, 4 minutes. This might... And a chance! Oh, taken with style! And there we have it, the 2-goal cushion. The movement so precise, the finish sumptuous.
Just when they thought they may be in at one end, they end up shipping a goal at the other, and it's all due to wonderful counter-attacking. They hardly had time to even react.
And that will be the final act. Brazil did lead, indeed they controlled, but they managed to throw it all away. A defeat made even more painful by the way it came to pass.
Signore e signori.
So welcome one and all to a picturesque evening here, a clear night, all the ingredients for a showcase game that the passionate crowd demands. I'm Peter Drury, and seated in the experts' hot seat is our man Jim Beglin.
Well, thanks for that, Peter. I'm more than ready to get going here.
The San Siro for nigh on a century, Milan's power base, the ultimate status symbol of their glorious history. If you're just joining us, we are already on the way. Cristiano Ronaldo. Passing is crisp and sharp. Aimed beyond the defence. Neither of these two want to come off second best. Well, Giuseppe Bergomi really is a culture player, is he not, Jim? With a little bit of menace in the mix too.
Yeah, we all know him as a right-back, Peter, of course, but he has the flexibility, versatility, the confidence and the composure to play centrally too. He's even been known to play as a sweeper at times. No one did zonal marking better than this guy.
Seedorf. James. Now Seedorf. Oh, good read.
He read that really well and stopped it.
Guti. Now it's Bellingham. Bellingham! Oh, that's a foul. Which side of the line is that? Brazil present their opponents with the best possible chance here. The major moment in the game. And he's buried it! 1-0! A time for a cool head, and that is precisely what he showed.
Well, I'm not sure what body language the keeper was trying to read, but it didn't work.
So, a breakthrough already. Seedorf. And it's Yaya Toure. Great work on the overlap. He gets big! And it's been given away. Bergomi.
Brazil really can't go chasing this game too soon. Any rash decisions now could see them lose it.
Vieira.
Just as I thought, Peter, it looks like this is a side that's setting themselves up for a counter-attack.
Yeah, stand by for the early ball, the big one over the top.
Yeah, and those that are up top, Peter, have to be willing to chase. And, of course, those in midfield have to be ready now to recycle.
And they have got just the right players for that. Oh, it just needed a better touch, and you can see his annoyance.
It speaks for itself, doesn't it? Best left there.
Oh, that is asking for trouble. Oh, that's fabulous. Real chance! And he was there to get a vital touch.
Cristiano Ronaldo clearly thought he had the beating of the keeper. All he needs to do is to place this between the goalposts and basically let them attack it.
And that's a simple one for the keeper. And now they can spring out of defence. Oh, nicely intercepted. Guti, can he get on the end of this? Yaya Toure is someone so often referred to as the defender's defender. Vieira. Well, a glitch with the rangefinder there, and evident annoyance.
Well, the pass wasn't good enough, and he knows it.
Skillfully cut out, he is so at ease on the ball. Oh, terrible pass. "15 minutes till half-time. Bergomi. Vieira. Tries to play it through. Nice interception, his positioning was spot on. Looking for options for movement. Pullet gets into a good position. James crosses. Bergomi attempts a clearance. Oh, facing up to his adversary. This is... Can he finish? Sticks it away! They have come roaring back!
Well, they were starting to look more and more threatening, Peter, so this comes as no surprise. The fans here are pretty fired up now.
That is a super smooth goal, beautiful manoeuvring of the ball, and splendid authority in the finish.
Well, I think he knew all he had to do was get it under control, and it was always going to end up in the back of the net thereafter.
And that has added a whole new complexion to the game.
Well, I'd happily watch this every week, Peter. This is exactly what you want from a big game.
Oh, they can break here. James threads one in. Whistle's gone, that's foul. The referee has resisted the temptation to go to his pocket. It's just a stern lecture. Half-time nearly with us. They will be desperate not to concede here. And Cech pulls off a sensational save. Brazil have their second corner now. Defending of the desperate variety. It's a promising position. Now here's the delivery, and the keeper beats it away. Milan have the chance to go the other way. And this is Hullet. Ledget can see things others simply cannot. Deep into stoppage time. Well, he's going to be disappointed with that. Knocks it into space. And the first 45 minutes are up. So it's all squared. Neither side has been able to make a telling difference, but it hasn't been for the lack of trying. That's a really interesting game, and they head in at half-time at 1-1. So it's back to business.
Brazil clearly have been the better side here. So if I was to say anything to them, it would be just keep going. If it's not broken, don't try to fix it.
And it's Messi. He's picked his way through. Messi going face-to-face with his great rival. Now it's Nedved. Milan. Can he finish? Well, now it's a race for the ball. James tries to clear. Seedorf. Seedorf will not want to lose out here, not against this opponent. He is through here. Big header. Firm header, just off target.
That's a great attempt, although he clearly feels he should have done better with it.
Ferdinand. Well, that tackle was certainly sturdy. Messi. Oh, now here's an interesting matchup. Played back.
Modern football for you and all that pressing.
Nicely weighted ball. Schmeichel gets his hands on it, and the danger is averted. Zanetti. Thuram. And it's Guti. Great vision. Messi. Look at the space here. Seedorf.
L'affluenza di quest'oggi è di 81.000 spettatori.
Almost an hour gone. And it's Guti. Tries to pass it through. Opts to play it back. Yaya Toure. It's an inviting looking ball, that. Bergomi. It'll be a throw-in.
Sostituzione per il Milan. Numero 6, numero 11, Luis Suarez. Lasciano il campo per il numero 4.
Kept his eye on it, and he's there.
Il numero 5. Attenzione, una sostituzione.
Looking for the run. Good ball over the top. Well, there is a look that says it all. A piercing stare.
Clearly is miffed, having made the run and not get picked out.
There were better options before the ball was lost. Easy to say from up here, I know. Whatever he had in mind, that was not it.
Sostituzione per il Milan. Numero 18, numero 10, Messi. Lasciano il campo per il numero 13, Iniesta.
Brazil perhaps contemplating their next change here. Zanetti. Vieira. Iniesta. The ball is loose and the chase is on. Adriano with a definite foul there. And no surprise, that's a booking. And it's Iniesta. Tries a shot! Iniesta! Immaculate! A finish of true class! And they've got their lead back. The purest possible contact. What a fabulous strike.
Well, that was hit with genuine ferocity. You just don't stop those, Peter.
And very quickly, the substitute made his mark.
That's just as the manager would have seen it, an impact sub.
Attenzione, un cambio.
Couple of changes then in quick succession.
Well, he's someone renowned for his pace and those darting little runs, but also for being a very good ball carrier as well. They want to add more dynamism to that front line.
Milan take the lead.
Brazil really are going for it here, Peter. Now it's just a matter of sustaining the effort.
Well, they're looking a whole lot more urgent now.
Well, the question now is whether they can sustain it.
And the shot's on here. Oh, good-looking ball.
They may end up with some regret with this tactic, but you have to admire their commitment to goals.
Shevchenko. And this is Shevchenko. Nedved is being harried and hassled.
Yeah, and if they're going to try and stop him in this fashion, Peter, they're going to really test the referee's patience from here.
And now they can clear their lines. Taken back almost at once. Not the most accurate pass. Oh, well played, well sorted out. Ibrahimovic. And the shot! Oh, taken with style. Once more they've done it. They just will not lie down.
Oh, what a fabulous game this is. It just keeps getting better and better.
One sweeping move, executed with deadly efficiency.
Well, it's an example of counter-attacking at its finest. Real cut and thrust.
So all square, and not for the first time.
Brazil really can sense it now. This game is theirs to win. They just need to step it up and force the issue.
Nedved.
Ci saranno 3
And he
minuti di
thumps it
recupero.
clear. Now it's Bale. Adriano constantly looking for the ball into the box. And it's Shevchenko. And here's Eto'o. He's got away. Nedved. And that's been intercepted.
That's great positioning, so good for...
Great chance! And he has kept it out somehow.
Really anticipated that well, didn't he?
The message is simple: defend this with your lives. And it's been taken short. Hoisted in. And that was very necessary. Added time is up, and there goes the whistle. So it's ended all square, both sides showing battling qualities, and neither...